Club, word for word.
That is really my movie, though.
That is my movie, and I watched that movie way too many times at a very young age.
I'm telling you, like, real shit, I used to really want to do that lap dance thing. Like, I'm still thinking about it. Like, when I get married, whatever dude I'm with, I'm going to do that lap dance scene with that. Temperatures rising. I'm going to get a nigga. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, though. But the problem is you got to get the right one. Because some of these people, you
got to have the official pink outfit, too.
They don't deserve it. Oh, no, it's going to be baby blue. Because, I'm not really a pink girl.
Yeah, we know it's going to be blue.
I'm not really a baby. Like, I've never been a pink. Have you ever been a girly girl? Have you always been like a girly girl?
Yes,
I've never really been a girly girl. Like, I just got into my girly girl phase, I think, when I was in high school and I started wearing like tight jeans. And then even when I was wearing tight jeans, I remember like my godmother, God rest her soul, my titi Nelly, she was always telling me something about, you gonna catch a yeast infection with them tight ass jeans. So then I'd be like, no, I don't want to wear no tight ass jeans. I'm gonna catch yeast infection.
And that was my dad. He was just always like, can your jeans be any more tighter?
So that was my
That
thing.
was his expression.
And then
tell
like,
me my jeans was too
tight. And then like I had no ass. So like you had no ass, you had tight jeans. It looked stupid. Like you was trying too hard and it wasn't working. Like real skinny ass jeans.
White girls in Staten Island.
Well, listen.
They don't see any difference.
They got the little jeggings. I ain't wearing nobody jeggings.
Yeah, they wear jeggings everywhere.
It didn't work for me. It was just
I cannot hear myself on this.
Me either. But
so I am hoping that's why I cannot hear myself.
Yeah, the volume was down.
But this was still up. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Ho, 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 motherfuckers. Ho, ho, ho. Ho. Merry Christmas, Nooka. From Tommy, Nooka.
What was your antennas when these niggas was stealing my shit? Okay. Yes. Ho, ho, ho.
Pimp in distress.
Pimp down. Merry Christmas, motherfuckers. I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers.
Say what we got. Say another word. All right, we're going to be serious now, guys.
Merry Christmas.
I'm actually invited a guest here today, but hopefully he'll make it in time. I don't know. You know, niggas, weed, gambling, they never make it on time when you give them any plans. But
just niggas, period.
Yeah, niggas, period. You tell them to come in a time fashion, and literally in all senses, you tell them to come fast. Yes. They will not do it.
Yeah.
But when you don't want it done,
they're there.
Whoop, they're there.
Yeah. So yes, ho, ho, ho. Now I was going to call the show Hoes Be Winning, but I didn't want to do that because everyone's perceptions of what winning is and what hoes winning is different.
It sounds kind of mean when you say hoes be winning, though.
Yeah, because then that means someone else is losing. So I don't want to put that out there either. I kind of get where that is. But for me, I was thinking the topic ho, 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 Merry Christmas, but the topic of hoes is very important. We are coming into 2020. And a lot of people have this idea of hoes winning, hoes prospering, hoes being at the top of charts, hoes being at the highest level of the game in many different ways. And I feel like hoeing has been redefined. There's Instagram hoes, regular hoes, ho-hos, and
I like
stripper hoes.
I like the chocolate.
Hoes.
I like ho-hos, the ones that have like the whipped cream inside.
Oh, I can't eat those.
The little cream inside, just little chocolate swirls.
With the cream
ho-hos.
that comes out?
Yeah.
She liked the cream that comes out.
Listen, I like to hoe.
Nah. But I have not eaten one of those in a very, very long time.
Twinkies are good too. I like banana Twinkies.
I can't eat Twinkies either. I'm not really.
Wait, let me hear you say it. I just want to hear you say it.
I'm a food hoe. Like
I don't like things that bust in my mouth. I just want to hear you say that you don't eat food that busts in your mouth. I just want to hear you say it.
I can't say that, but I thought you were gonna say like I can't say I don't like things that bust in my mouth. Like depending on if you are that nigga, and I mean that nigga, not a hoe, that nigga. Yes, you can bust in my mouth. Yes, if you are that.
Yeah, nigga. You gotta be a special type of nigga. Or I really gotta be.
And I say that nigga meaning
open.
A certain nigga.
Yeah, or I gotta be that open to be like on some.
Yeah, and if I'm that open, you are that nigga. If I am open, you are definitely that nigga. But I wanted to define like what kind of
what you drank or ate the whole day we were together. Because I'm not gonna be that girl.
Are niggas drinking anything other than Hennessy nowadays?
They really are. Some of them are drinking this 1942 shit and
Do say Do say niggas is out there. Some niggas
Do
is
say
driving
in
the boat.
1942. I mean, it's cute and all. It just don't taste good.
Some niggas is driving the boat.
Yeah, for your New Year's resolution, guys, please stop drinking dark liquors. Possibly, at least
Or just
not
don't
if
come
you're
in
trying to
bitches'
get
mouths if you are gonna be
exactly
drinking dark
like
liquor.
at least if you're not trying to get swallowed,
Yeah.
don't do
if
that.
you're
It
trying
does
to
not
get
taste
swallowed
good.
or you're trying to come in a bitch's mouth, have some pineapple juice.
Have some respect. It's not cute.
You know, drink some water.
Because me
that would
holding,
help.
perfect example, boop, and you guys know I love putting myself on the chopping block with this, right? So there's a situation where, matter of fact, let's talk about it. Let's get to the tea, baby.
Let's talk about it.
So it was a situation where there was a guy I was talking to. I really been feeling him, a couple years, crushing. You know how it is when you have your crush. You be like, oh my God, it's my crush. My crush likes me. I can't believe it. What am I going to do? And then you'll be all excited. And then when you get to the moment where you could have the crush, it's kind of like, oh my God, no. You're just a crush. We can't do this. Like the fantasy is ruined. So we was chopping it up, whatever, having a good time, laughing, joking, whatever. And he explained to me that, his back hurt. And I said, oh, well, I can't really rub your back 'cause I'm not good at massages. Like, that's not my thing. And he said to me, who said I was talking about my back? So I guess he was trying to be funny and say his dick was his back. Whatever the fuck he thought that was supposed to be. So now that happens, right? And he says to me, like, if you can't help me, whatever my situation, then I feel like, you won't have my back. Because if you can't scratch my back now, I won't scratch yours later. So I started laughing, like, is that really how you define that shit? Like, that's really how you define it? So then, like, him putting me on the chopping block, I kind of did give him what he wanted. I definitely did give him the head of a lifetime, and I definitely left his ass high and dry, no pussy or nothing like that. And brought him to the brink of coming, and he didn't come. So I gave him blue balls. Yes, I am petty. I thought I gave up that nature of bringing people to the blue ball point if they tried me, but obviously I have
Sometimes
not.
you can give somebody blue balls and not realize that you're doing that. Welcome to the show, DJ UncleTone and Precenda.
I love that I walked in on this.
I think I do it on purpose.
Blue balls.
I never not know I'm giving you blue balls. Unless I'm in a club and I'm dancing on you and then your dick is getting hard and I don't know how hard you're getting, then maybe I don't know I'm giving you blue balls. But if I'm in your presence and I know
you consider
what
that
you're
to
doing, I'm giving you blue balls.
Now, even though he got blue balls and he did not come or ejaculate, would you consider that whole shit?
No, I think whole shit is something that you should be ashamed of if you're doing whole shit.
Damn, you gotta be ashamed of being hoe?
But I'm saying I think that's the stigma of it. If you're gonna do whole shit, I think the stigma of it is being. I'm saying though, think about it. Every time you hear a hoe, you never hear a nigga be like, "Yo, that bitch was a hoe" with a smile on his face. He be like,
"Okay,
that hoe ass bitch." Like it's never a smile saying somebody's a hoe or a female saying she's a hoe. Or another female talking about another female saying she's a hoe. It's never a positive thing behind it. I feel like when you put the negative aspect on it, that's when it becomes a tarnished type of thing, like you're a hoe. I feel like if you get in your nut or if you get in your nut or fuck it, it is what it is. Now, if you don't follow the rules to the game, as opposed to somebody else, then maybe you did some little shicey little shit somewhere. But hoes are tools. And a vagina is a tool and a dick is a tool. So if you decide to use both, use it safely, don't break it, and you won't have to pay for it. It's very simple.
Don't break it.
Don't break it.
I think it depends on the hoation.
Yeah, because
Did you say the
see where you're
hoation?
coming from.
I said hoation,
I
yes.
love that hoation.
Wait, please break. What the hell is a hoation?
It depends on the hoation. You know,
the realm
Is that
of
the
what the hoe
realm
is,
of
what the hoe is doing.
I thought it was a situation
Because
a hoe was
I
in.
like the
a
fact
hoation.
that you said hoation because when
depends
I heard
on the hoation.
right, because when you first spoke about hoes, I'm thinking like fuck that shit. That's not what the fuck I'm talking about. But when you said hoation, it started to broaden my mind because I'm thinking like when it comes to the term hoe, there's many factors to that. Like it's very layered. So
It's
for me,
levels
when
to
I
hoeing,
think
I
about
guess.
hoes, I think about bitches getting money. I'm like, yes, that hoe's winning. That hoe's doing it. She's living her best life. And I also think about, I've always been in this mindset of like, if you work for somebody, you are a hoe. Like in life in general, you're either going to be a pimp or you're going to be a hoe.
well,
if you work for
somebody's
somebody,
always the hoe and
you're gonna be
somebody's always the pimp.
In any realm, in a business setting, in life setting and family settings, like there's always those roles. So for me, I've always seen like when it comes to the term hoe, it's not necessarily always related to sex. It's someone who just works for somebody else, and someone who's an earner, someone who's a go-getter, someone who is willing to go out and get it and bring it back to the home base.
Well, can I be the seasoned hoe that's already been broken in? Because I don't want to get my ass whooped. And pimps be beating bitches' asses.
All right, so can we talk numbers?
Okay,
let's talk numbers.
Okay.
Because you mentioned, like, you know, you consider hoes, like, you know, that are winning, that are getting their money, right? So let's talk numbers. Let's break
it down now.
A woman that marries a billionaire, right? Now, that man, that billionaire, has to take care of that woman, whether she ever fucks him again or not. Ever again.
Don't sign the prenup.
These hoes, it doesn't even matter, prenup, still. Even if she never fucks him again beyond the wedding night, he still has to take care of her based on the lifestyle he's brought her into.
Right.
Let's take hoes that date and, you know, get with basketball players.
It's a one-time
You got to keep sucking that dick night
Yeah.
after night or however long or whatever. And no matter how many bitches have been on that dick, when he shows up at your house, you still gotta over and over and over again. Who's winning?
The ball player.
That's true. That's true.
I'll call that winning.
Was I correct?
Yeah,
was it the ball player?
It depends. Because sometimes, I mean, it all depends on what state you are, what kind of lawyer that man may have. Because some niggas, they get married to somebody and they leave the bitch and they're not giving her nothing. She never sees them.
But
you
nobody
don't have to give her anything. There's no alimony. There's no
nobody
nothing. That's it. She doesn't suck dick again, but he
that's
doesn't take care of her either.
But nobody
That's why you
ever
don't sign
knows
nothing.
if they're going to get whatever money they say they're due. Heidi Klum, who everybody considered
That
one
bitch
of the most
came up upset.
Wait. Oh, you didn't hear the other side of that story.
What was the other side?
So
Precenda got the
she has this baby with this billionaire.
Nice.
That nigga said, that ain't my fucking baby. He pulled a nigga move.
Shit.
He didn't have to give her shit until everything wound its way through the court. And when you got money, you can keep pushing that back and pushing that back as long as you want. So while she still got to take care of that baby on whatever income, and it's not that she has a bad income, but just in case she thought she came up. Okay?
It's not coming from
so,
Nigga said,
sorry.
today.
He was like, that ain't my baby.
Yeah, that could
That
happen
ain't my
too.
baby.
Shout out to Future that's running from his baby mama
So,
right now.
boy, I'm
like,
telling you, and you seen what they did.
They got the
linked
babies
up
tested.
together and got the
They got
babies
both
tested
babies
together
tested just to see
if they were
similar
siblings.
DNA, because he won't do a
And
DNA
they
test.
are siblings. So
See?
that nigga done fucked up.
DNA.
Shout out
That
to
boy
Future.
done
So,
fucked
you know, you
up.
got to be careful when you out there hoeing.
And that's what I say. Like when it
You gotta be
comes
careful.
with anything in life. It's a gamble. So even for me, like I see it as this. Like even when someone's in a relationship or in a marriage with someone, there was some whole shit that was done to make that happen. Like what, depending on how somebody may perceive it. For me, I say it's this. Like okay, when a woman, like Samora, she always says, a nigga stays with a female because she knows what he really like.
I believe that's true.
I believe that's true too.
Very
There
true.
is something on a certain level that could be whole tendencies, a whole wish that she connected to with him that made him stay with her, that made him marry her, that made him be with her, that made him whatever.
'Cause she made
not
me
that
look
she
at-
was a full blown hoe. She's not on the track
She
or nothing
made
like
me.
that.
She made me look at Camille different. Like, yeah, girl, maybe you do know what he like. Cause shit,
'Cause
that was a different take on it for me.
Because bitch, it's not me.
I
don't
was
know.
not ready
I
for
don't know
that.
What that nigga be liking.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, like I always like I feel like when it comes to the term hoe, like it's it varies because it really is based on the individual, based on the experience, and it's not just always related to sex. That's just, you know, what I was
Okay, I see what you're saying when you say it's not always related to sex.
Yeah, because most people when they think of the term hoe, they're just like, okay, a hoe is fucking somebody.
I always thought about the business. I started thinking about it of the business aspect ever since you actually brought it up on one of the previous shows that we did. That you can catch on Spotify, also and Apple Podcasts. Just
Yes,
throwing
indeed.
that out there in case you didn't know.
Nice
But,
plug, Solo.
I'm doing it for the New Year's.
Yes,
doing it for the New Year's. But yeah, like so, I started thinking of the mindset and I paid attention to it. Like, yo, I'm not gonna hold you. Like dating and everything like that. That's really some hoe and pimp shit because somebody got to take the major risk and somebody just got to put the work in.
Yeah.
And then whoever wins in the end is like, it's like a little
Even
challenge.
when it comes to big major companies hold people out. They make them work all day
I think we're on dangerous ground as black women when we start referring to ourselves as hoeing out as opposed to not hoeing out. You're on dangerous ground. Because remember, this moment that you may live in right now might not be where you are 5 years from now.
Absolutely.
And then somebody brings up, oh, well, they're on Spotify and blah, blah, blah. Go back and look at what Solo said, because even though Solo's a different girl now, see, it sounds cute now.
I'm probably not gonna change. My
You
mouth
don't
is gonna
know
be
that.
nasty.
I didn't say your mouth wasn't going to be
Whoever
nasty,
I
but your
marry,
mind might not
my
be.
mouth gonna be nasty.
Of course, that's why he married you. But I'm talking about your mentality.
Yeah.
Because you're
As
not a
you get
stupid
older,
girl.
your mentality is always going to change.
Mentality changes.
Yeah, you never know what your mindset is going to be.
Mentality
I say the same
changes.
thing for myself. There was things that I did and I was involved in my younger years that I probably wouldn't do now, or I don't agree with now.
Right.
And I don't put light to, because that's not the best moments. But I say I don't live with regrets, because I also feel like everything that you do or you encounter in your life brings you to the places that you need to be at.
I agree. No one should regret anything.
So
You
I'm
did what you did.
never gonna regret
Like-
or deny anything.
Right.
Absolutely not. But no, like, there's obviously, as you get older, there's decisions that you would make differently.
What's some things that you would do differently?
Oh man.
Because I'm thinking in my head, and I'm like, I don't think I really would change so much of what I did in the past. I had me a damn
I mean,
good
if you
time in
really-
the past. I'm just saying.
I think I
don't know how
probably
change
wouldn't
it.
do
shit.
strap-on scenes. Like, I think I probably wouldn't have done that
Okay.
if I thought about it. Like, because for me, I just thought it was fun. I thought it was just like,
Did you ever
niggas
peg?
like to see. No, I've never pegged a dude. No, but I've done like, and some of my strap-on scenes, they're like not real strap-on scenes, but I won't say that loud. But yes, certain strap-on scenes that I have, like, it's only with females. But for me, I'm not into women.
Right.
I only did it because, like, okay, I know that this is selling. This is what people like to do, and this is something that's selling that I'm comfortable with doing it.
So that's what I mean by looking back. 5 years from this very moment,
I would say that
you're
would be
gonna
some whole
feel like, damn, why did I do that? Because you feel that way already, and you haven't even really like had to, in a sense, like
it's nothing
pay
that I've had
for-
to deal with it. Yeah, like
Exactly,
And that's the
exactly.
thing. Even having we had somebody else who came on the show who was a porn star, and she revealed that that she had lost a job due to her being in the industry.
Exactly.
That's one of my fears. But my also goal is to work hard, so I don't have to
Right.
work for nobody.
Because
So I'm
think
good.
about it.
Yes.
5 years from now, you'll be somebody's mom, and you want to join the PTA. Now,
Maybe not.
you should want to, but if that's what
But
you want
yeah,
to
there
do,
may
because
be
Don't let
things
the
that
principal be
you-
fine as
this
fuck.
is
There may be
this
things
is
that
your
you may be
child.
involved in differently.
Right?
Because I may be the
now
head of the
somebody's going to
PTA.
be questioning, even though I know who you are.
Yeah.
They're going to be questioning who you are as a person, and we can't, because we're so fucked up in America when it comes to sex. We're absolutely retarded.
Yeah.
When this whole fucking country was built on sex in one way or the other.
Uh-huh.
No one likes that, but that's just fucking
Everyone
true.
has been
That's
involved.
So now, because you want to join the PTA for the betterment of your child, now what you did is now questionable because of that.
Right. Right.
Even though you're
Which I do
joining
believe
it
that's
for
misfortunate.
the most altruistic reason, you want to be.
Yeah.
Let
That's
me
the
on the
only-
PTA, bitch.
And for me, that's the only unfortunate thing that I feel when it comes to porn, is just because porn stars are people who just do things that they would normally do or that they would be comfortable with doing, and they just decide to put that on camera. Now, granted, there are a lot of women who have not been porn stars, who don't have videos out there, that have done way
worse, and they thought they wasn't going to
worse
get caught.
and way more shit. But the only thing is that there's no record of it.
Don't I tell
It's
you that
unseen.
all the time, Vanessa?
No
the
one
biggest
knows.
tricks
There was
the
one-
biggest tricks I know have never done porn
Yeah.
or strip.
There was one
There's a
show-
lot, there's a lot of that.
The
And
90
I can't deny that.
Have you ever seen the 90 Day Fiance show?
I love that show. That's my show.
All right, so I was watching the Annie and Robert version, right? And the grandmother she was like, I don't know if you know, but I'm an adult entertainment.
She did come out and say
and
that.
the girl
All
was
right,
like,
Nana.
the girl was Dominican. She's like, what
What
does
is
that
that?
mean?
What
What
is
do you
that?
mean entertainment?
knew.
She was
She
like,
knew.
I'm a porno star. And Shorty was going off in her little confessional. She was like, I don't know how
But
she asked me so
meanwhile,
many
she over
personal
here laid up with a
questions.
nigga trying to get a green card.
That
She's
you
like,
just met.
I
Yes.
don't know how she thinks so to ask me some personal questions. It's disgusting. She paid for sex. It's disgusting.
And my problem with that was, like, she was acting like she don't know bitches be hoeing in Dominican Republic, which she does know.
I'm
But
not. Girl, say it, please.
That's how she was acting. But
I just need y'all to look at my face for 2 minutes.
yeah, like, and you come from the DR, bitch, get out of here, go sit down somewhere.
Have y'all seen like the numbers on what goes down in the DR?
Yeah,
Forget about the
she was
DM, the DR.
She was acting so surprised.
I'm gonna act like I don't know for the people in the family of mine that are Dominican. We don't know what's
We're
going on.
not talking about them. We're talking about the other
But
Dominicans.
we like
We're talking about
Modesto
bitches
Yando.
fucking
Modesto
in the
Yando's the
DR.
shit. Shout outs to DR
But
for
that was the
Modesto
show I
Yando.
talked about a minute ago because I said there are tricks in America that I'm missing out on. Yeah. Because there was one child, like, not to get into the show, we're going to bring it back to the topic, but there was that other girl on the show, the girl from Brazil. I don't know if you've seen her.
I seen that too.
She wanted her nigga from Connecticut to buy like a $14,000 couch. And he was like, no.
God.
And she was like, you and me sometimes. I was like, oh, fuck.
They all said the same thing. She was like,
She was like, you and me sometimes.
She said, you
no,
know, I'm
the Dominican girl was like,
use that
why you
in
bring me
my
to the
life
apartment
now.
and you don't want to buy the apartment? I want everything apartment. I want my
These
apartment.
bitches come over here not speaking a lick of
You
English.
are mean sometimes.
They speak some English because
Not
they're having
enough.
conversations.
Clearly not enough because
I'm with you on that solo.
They're clearly not enough because the Brazilian bitch don't know what a prenup is. But anyway.
Yes, she
Or
does.
at
That's
least
my
she's
thing.
Or at least she's
So-
acting like it.
You are mean
I think-
sometimes. Vanessa, we use
This nigga was
that.
like, I don't, and he didn't even say no. He was just like, I just don't think it's smart enough to
She
spend
had
like
me
$14,000
crying
You
about that
are
on a
mean
couch. And she was like,
sometimes.
you are mean sometimes.
But
And
you
I
have
was
to
like,
understand too. I don't think
I
it's really.
am fucking losing
I don't
in life
think-
right now. What the fuck am I doing?
I don't think it's about the gold digger
Now,
aspect. I think
you're
it's about
right,
the
Vanessa,
fact
on
that
one. I'm sorry, you are mean sometimes. I'm using that one.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the
that's gonna be my
aspect
new
of
shit.
gold
If a nigga
digging.
tells me no, I'm gonna be like, you are mean
You are mean
sometimes.
I think it's the
sometimes.
aspect of what America portrays. Also, like if you look at the shows in America and you see the shows that come on in other countries and things like that, all these
Well, that's
sitcoms
true
and
because
stuff,
when I went to South
they'll
Africa, all
think-
the little kids thought that I owned a Maserati. Like they just thought that that was what we all had.
That's what
over
I'm
here.
saying.
Yeah,
Like
they think
because
they're
they
giving out
see it,
Maseratis.
That's what they think. The little
because
kids
they
in South-
see
in
it. That's
Cape
what they
Town.
believe is the norm. So
It's
they
the
don't
real.
feel like that's gonna be a struggle for you to do it. Like the apartment the girl wanted apparently on the show, I think it cost like $2,000 a month or something like that.
That nigga's from Brooklyn. He ain't
And
buying no fucking apartment.
he was like,
at
"Yo,
all.
I'm not gonna do this. Like, it's not smart for us to buy
But
the
you know
apartment
what?
right now." But why? But I
No,
want to
you
know,
know what?
too.
He
Why
is.
would you take a girl to an apartment to show her what apartments are like, but you don't want to fucking buy it? I would have been pissed too. Why you waste my time and brought me here to look at a fucking apartment
Because
and tell
he know
me
he
I
knows-
can't have it?
Yeah,
No.
just start her out in the South Bronx. That way, anything after that is a come up.
Right. Yes.
Period.
So
Period,
he
boo.
knows he's on some whole shit dealing with her because he knows.
It's
that
all
I
I feel like what he
Period,
thought
boo.
was
Yes.
he thought the
Period,
simple
boo.
things that he had. Okay, I see. You take my.
I'm
You're
trying
learning.
right, 'cause I
Yes,
like,
you're learning.
period, boo.
But like my thing is, I feel like basically, he thought he could settle her, and didn't realize like she had her own mindset when she got here. I think the problem with a lot of people when it comes down from different cultures is the cultures are so distanced at the same time.
Everybody has their own goals.
But then the mindset
Agree.
is the same. Everybody want like that American dream, but the American dream can be two different things.
Yeah.
But here's
Your
the thing
American
about
dream
the
could be
American-
just surviving day to day. That's your American dream.
But here's the
Her
thing about
dream
the
is
American
the
dream.
rapper's dream.
It was never true. It was always a lie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when people say American dream, I'm like, it was always a nightmare.
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
all a dream.
Before y'all even
Like
came over here.
before you even got here, if you weren't a Rockefeller, a DuPont, a Vanderbilt,
You are struggling.
Your ass had to do whatever the fuck
Yep.
you had to do.
This shit is not
So
easy.
your nana,
Yep.
who you
was
love so
probably
much,
sucking dick.
there's no telling what that woman had to do.
Yes.
Yep.
Great.
Nana was
So-
sucking dick and scraping floors.
Scrape and grovel. Just
Right?
To get to where
You
she
know,
need to be at.
yeah. So it's never been true, the American dream.
Yeah.
Like those of us that are born and raised here, hello y'all, like, cause
Oh, question.
Question.
Have your grandparents ever told y'all any like sexual stories?
my grandmother told me all her
man.
stories.
Yes and no.
Shout out to
I
Mary
really didn't
Jane.
want to. Wow, her name was. We spoke about this last night.
Her name was
Love me,
Mary
Mary
Jane.
Edna's and Mary
Jane.
Jane's. If everybody doesn't know, if you didn't see my live yesterday, this one over here had a whole breakdown singing Mary Jane.
Whoa, because I don't.
She was
smoke
like,
weed
I have a
anymore.
love-hate relationship. I miss you, Mary Jane.
I miss Mary Jane.
I know,
so much.
Vanessa, I
do.
feel for
I
you.
miss her.
It was sounding more like I
was
miss
good
you,
to me.
Brandy. It was sounding more like that instead of Mary Jane.
But wow.
But no,
But don't you? But I thought you had a problem with your eyes, though. I remember you telling me that you needed it because your
I need to
eyes.
stop. Yeah.
That you had to, because that's why you need to continue
Uh-huh.
on medical marijuana
In
because
my
of your
mind.
eyes.
In my mind.
Right, emotionally.
Okay, she must be moving to Cali. Anyway, like I said, all right.
But no, like when it comes to like, I feel like the whole stories from back in the day for me, like when I listened to my great grandmother told me about when she had sex in the bathroom with my grandfather. They went to go see James Brown at the Apollo. Like she said,
won't he do it? Won't James Brown do
James
it? Woo!
She said this was. She said
she felt good.
She was in her early 20s, and my grandmother was born. My great grandmother was born in 1935. So you guys do the math on all of that thing there. But yes, she said that she had sex in the bathroom with my grandfather.
I feel like
I bet it felt nice. It felt
like
good,
they
like
were
sugar
having
and spice.
way more sex back in the day than we were having now. Because I'm telling you, it didn't sound like between my mother and my grandmother, it didn't sound like the sex ever stopped.
The way these babies popped up,
and then
they
on
were
my,
I
always
never get these
pregnant.
convos.
And my grandma,
But exactly, you know they was fucking.
They
But
were
I never
always
get that
pregnant.
storyline.
and my
convo.
grandmother on my dad's side, she stayed knocked up.
See, then that
Like
there's
she
that.
was never not. Her and my mother were pregnant at the same time twice.
Wow.
Okay.
They never stopped doing it.
I don't know about that clapping part. That's what's disturbing every time I think about like somebody in the age bracket. Because like when I think about my father and my grandmother, all right. So my mother's mother is like at least I think 10 years older than my dad.
Okay.
So it's really disturbing to me every time I think about it because it's like, what if he was walking through Marcy and met my grandmother instead of my mom?
Oh, good point.
Well, at that time, that would have been acceptable.
That would be, yeah, but it would be nasty to me
most-
because that's my grandma. Like I'm thinking about it now, like
Keep
in
your
that
hands off my
terminology.
grandmama.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And my grandma looked the fuck good because I posted her picture and these little, I'm gonna tell y'all again on this live. Stay the fuck away from
Stay
my
away from
grandma.
your grandmama, yeah.
Because she got an Instagram and a Facebook and she'll post a little pictures with her little hair. Like my
Work,
grandmother
Nana.
hair is naturally
Now.
this long,
Work,
thick as
Nana.
hell like my mother.
Do it, Nana.
Red
Yes.
lips,
Let
smiling
Nana
and
live her
cheesing.
best life. You don't even know what she's doing right now.
No, she had, I swear, when she told me she had a boyfriend, I was like, who the hell, what?
Yeah,
I
my
pressed her
grandmother had a man,
boyfriends now
too.
like nobody business.
There is no telling what is going on behind your back, girl.
I'll be like, why you with my grandma? What happened?
But my mother's mother,
Yes.
like, whenever she would come from South Carolina, like, all my friends, we would gather at my apartment. Like, so my grandmother and like 6 or 7
That's
girls.
story time.
And we would get all the snacks and all the wine and just sit on
All
the
the
floor
juice.
and stay quiet. Because it's like, this shit is about to be a ride. We about to hear about all of this
This
shit.
is gonna be good.
And then like we started like adding up, like I was like, my grandmother didn't have a lot of space between burying them husbands. There had to have been some overlap, because there were 4 of them and she buried them all.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because I remember her telling
That pussy is a killer.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, gunshot
Mary
salute.
Jane.
That pussy is a
Killing
killer.
All
Killer
tall.
That
She was like,
knockout
Killer
pussy.
pussy.
yeah. So obviously, like, obviously Mary Jane was serving it up because
Yes.
and she would tell us all the
That's
stories,
all them maps
what
back in the
happened
day.
with
The
like
only
all
stories
of
I
the
get-
different men and how she ended up with. And then she had this other dude. Every Saturday we would talk on the phone.
I was just gonna say every Saturday he at the house. I'm gonna say no,
well-
not Saturday, nigga.
Oh,
Saturday, nigga.
well,
Well,
kinda,
niggas know they days, or
But
sometimes
wait.
they don't. But
but
They
solo,
do, they
solo, you are right though,
It was a
because
Saturday, nigga?
every Saturday me and her would be on the phone and knock. So finally, after 3 Saturdays of this bullshit, I was like, okay, Grandma, who is this man? Who is he? Right? Now, meanwhile, she done buried like all 4 of the husbands at this point, right?
and the Saturday
So
nigga
she
is
said,
showing up.
she was like, oh, child, he been in love with me since my 2nd husband. So I'm like,
2 husbands.
back up. You never told me this story. Who is this man? So she said, child, please grow up. He been in love with me since my 2nd husband. I was like, well, Grandma, whatever happened? Like, why did you ever get with him?
Yeah.
She was like, well, she was like, well, anyway, first of all, he got a peach orchard and 18 hogs. I didn't know what the fuck that meant.
Wait, what?
I'll get back to that in a
That
minute.
sound like big money back in the day. That's what it sounded like.
Not
Well,
back
that
in the
does
day.
sound like
Not
farm
back in the
money.
day. That's still good money, and I'll tell you why. But let's get back to the story.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
So I said, well, why did you ever end up marrying him? Because in my mind, I'm thinking you married everybody else. So,
What's the
right?
difference? Right.
She was like, baby, he moved too slow for me, and I don't have time. I was like, Mary,
Shout out to Grandma.
Mary, I see where my mother gets it from. He
Mary knew
moved
what she wanted. She wasn't having no time
He
to play with
moved too
nobody.
slow, and she ain't playing no games. So by the time he brought his slow ass, trying to get it together, she was already engaged to the next nigga.
There we
So
go.
Mary wasn't waiting.
Shout out
So
to her.
turns out, hog money is big, huge fucking money. That's not even counting the orchard.
Wow.
That pork money, that's some big ass money.
I can believe that.
I wish I would meet a nigga now with 18 hogs.
It ain't too many niggas in New
know
York
how
walking
you
around
really
with
gonna bring
18
that to
hogs.
me like, yeah, so what do you do for a living? I own 18 hogs.
Living the dream.
I'm like, all right, nigga, come over here.
The first thing I'm gonna think is you got
Living
18
your
bikes.
ass.
Living the
Bring that ass
dream.
here,
I'm like,
boy.
you got 18 Harleys? You got 18 Harleys? That's what you got,
Living
18
the
Harleys?
dream. I'll be inviting y'all down to the ranch.
I'll come down.
I'll be inviting you down
Vanessa
to the
gonna turn
ranch.
into a
You
dude
know,
ranch.
shit.
And then
I wish a nigga would come to me talking about hogs, acres, land. Oh, this is
So don't
Oh.
worry.
Don't be a country nigga with grills talking to me. I'll be like, what?
When I invite y'all down to the ranch, I'll
I'm
be
coming.
doing like what Southern ladies do. I'll be doing a Southern mixer where I'll invite 12 single men and it'll just be the two of y'all.
There we go. There we go. We wear our nice hats.
That's what they
We
do.
dress like ladies.
Because you don't invite a
And
bunch
we
of...
both bring a pie.
She gonna have her
Yes.
tea on the pool.
Yeah, my tea, yes.
Stirring her tea as y'all
'Cause-
walk in the
And
door.
we both come with our pies.
Yeah, with pie. How you doing?
There you go.
And who got the better pie?
And they didn't invite a bunch of bitches. It'd be like 4 women and 12 dudes.
There we go.
Let's cut these odds
Okay,
down.
now I
let's
know
make this right.
I
Let's
am
make this
not
right.
playing with my family in the country no more.
Let's make
The
this
stories
right.
my grandmother always gave me, honestly, was never about like the sexual aspects of things. It was more like the relationship aspect of things. Like, it's weird to say this, but I think like when I talk to other people about their grandparents, it's really a thing that happened. So my grandparents are still married to this day, even though, you know, she's widowed or whatever it is. She's married. She's never gotten divorced from my grandfather. She had a kid outside the marriage.
Yep.
He had a kid outside
That's
the
what they
marriage.
do.
He lived in another state. She lived in another
That's what they
state.
do.
Separate houses, everything like that.
Yeah.
But you
Sound
best
about right.
believe all that paperwork
All on Nana, yeah.
had D name on it.
Yep.
D name was on all that paperwork.
they
All
together.
that other paperwork, Ronald's name was on
'Cause
that
that's
paperwork.
what
They
do.
together.
And my grandfather, I could tell you I just looked at my grandfather and knew he was a hoe back in the day. Because he was
Men
just,
can be hoes,
because he was
too.
my grandfather was
But
a
is
singer.
it really called hoeing? if a man
Yes,
a
it
hoe?
is.
Yes, it is. Because he was a
don't think
singer.
that there's another
And he
word for
married
that.
Oh,
my
he was a
grandmother,
hoe.
everything. He was a singer with a record and everything.
Yo, he was a hoe.
Shit.
He was a hoe.
Singing
He
in
was
the
a-
background.
No, he was
Hell.
singing on the front because he was the front lead singer.
Oh, shit.
My grandfather was getting all the panty drills. Okay?
Yes.
And
Get the
it was
draws,
sad
dog.
because of the aspect that I seen how his life turned out because of that lifestyle that
Because
he
it
led.
never ends nice for them.
Like he
But-
contracted HIV and he lived
Oh, wow.
for 15 years past the day they thought he was gonna die.
Yep.
Oh.
And that just scared the hell out of me with relationships. But as I
Shit.
heard the storylines from him and my grandmother, it was like they went through their shit, but because they had the bond they had before any of that took place, that's why it lasted. So it was like even through all the things they went through, it was no hatred there.
Yeah.
It was just an automatic like, okay, we grew apart.
That's the
we
thing
doing
that
our
I
own
noticed
thing,
about-
But it's cheaper to keep her, so we ain't getting no divorce.
That's what I learned. And I also think that the men, they don't wanna like have the hoes get that money.
Yeah.
Right? Like
That's why it's cheaper to keep her.
My parents never divorced either, even though they hadn't been together since God knows when, because my mother and my bonus daddy raised me. My bonus dad and my mom were together since I was like 2 or 3 years old.
Like she said, my bonus daddy.
That's my bonus daddy.
Damn.
like how she
Because
said
he
that.
deserves a higher title than
Little-
stepfather. It don't sound respectful enough.
Little country
So,
on that daddy.
My daddy, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but she always told us, I am gonna die Mrs. Buck Griffin. That's what she said, and she did.
Wow, yes.
Because,
Okay.
so I asked my dad when we went to bury my big sister, I was like, did you and mommy ever like consider divorcing? Like, cause I'm thinking the two of y'all need to break this the fuck up, cause it's
It's
really,
been long enough now.
like, it's just like, let's stop.
Long
let's stop
enough
this,
now.
right? So he said, well, you know, I asked her once, like, you know, Sally, could I have a divorce? You know, I want a divorce. And she said, so?
That's a good answer.
And he said,
It's a very good answer.
he said,
What?
well,
So?
what if I want to marry someone else, he says. She said, what that got to do with me, and went back to whatever the fuck she was doing. And, and so you know how you wait for the rest of the story? Like, right.
Right.
And then he's silent. I'm like,
That was it.
and he was like, no, that was it. I was like, oh,
My
oh,
lashes about
okay.
to come off. Y'all about to make me cry my lashes off.
Like, and in my head,
Sally, hold on 1 second.
WWST, don't I say it all the time? That was Sally. So I said, you know what? Y'all should have stayed married because y'all are fucking both out of your minds. That's some crazy shit.
Yes.
What that got to do with me? That is
I think that was my grandmother too, because I ain't gonna hold you. My grandmother told me she was beating bitches' asses back in the day.
See, so you know she was not like giving up. Like
she wasn't giving up Ronald.
You bitches can do whatever you want.
Oh no, she was gonna get her Ronald. That little light skin singer.
I like that mindset because that's the mindset I have today. And some women, it's hard for them to grasp. Like especially like a lot of women, like sometimes it's just like I can't fathom my man cheating on me with someone else or sleeping with somebody. And like I feel like a lot of women from back in the day, like they were so comfortable with their position with the dude that they were with that no other outside source mattered.
But
also, wasn't divorce like a taboo thing back then too?
It was taboo, but people were divorced. But I also think that you're forgetting that in that time and space, women didn't really have any economic power at all. So if you got divorced, you literally had no money. No, you were homeless. Fuck broke. Broke is what we are from time to time, but we can still like figure it out.
Yeah.
They had zero economic power. And during that era, a lot of companies wouldn't even hire you if you were or had been a married woman.
Wow.
So even being married, you couldn't.
Wow, really?
If you got married, they just naturally assumed that.
If you got divorced, it's just like, well, what happened?
Well, no, if you were working,
you're irresponsible.
If you worked somewhere and you got married, they automatically filled your position because now you're out of a job. Because now it's a given that your husband's gonna take care of you.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah.
like
all
those women that had jobs during World War II, soon as the men came home, they let go.
Oh
of
yeah,
all
I
of
remember
them.
that. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So you had no economic power. Remember, they all were like in small communities, even though it's Brooklyn or New York, it's still a small community.
And they were reliant.
So you had no outside economic power at all outside of your husband.
Yeah.
You couldn't really like buy your own property.
Yeah.
You still can't get your tubes tied if you're a certain age to this
Really?
day. So like, let's say you have a baby with a man and you want your tubes tied. Now, notice I said have a baby with a man, not a husband. You can't get your tubes tied if you want to if you are under a certain age because
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
So see,
Do they have that for men too?
no, he can get his shit snipped any fucking time he wants to.
Wow.
That's how invaluable dick is, no offense. But they gotta protect that box. Like,
I don't know about y'all, but I value the dick. Shout out to the baby.
oh no, me
no,
too.
Society.
We're talking society.
doesn't value
How
that.
they look at it, you know. So you still can't get your tubes tied. My cousin just had a baby, the little baby girl.
And you got them together.
I'm the
for
reason
that
why
union.
Lottie Brave is on the planet to this day.
Oh my God. That's so
So,
beautiful.
but so she said, she said to her doctor, like, I want to discuss my
But
options.
she can't find me a man though.
Because, don't worry, I'm
Tom. She
Tom.
said that she's gonna set up a mixer.
Didn't you hear me
down
say mixer, bitch?
south.
Try to calm
We
down.
both gotta get
I
They
got
got a
this.
95
You
conviction
gotta
rate
get the
down
pie
south. No,
recipe
no, they
ready.
got.
Thank
No,
you.
they got a 95 conviction
Focus
rate
on
down
the-
south. I ain't gonna meet nobody that's in my
Focus
type
on
of
the
field.
pie recipe.
Can you tell her you gotta learn to make pie?
Yeah, the pie recipe first.
No, it's a 95 conviction rate
One
down
of
south.
y'all-
That means I got a
The pie
5% chance
recipe
of
has to
finding
be
somebody
good.
I like.
Well,
We gotta get the pie right.
we gonna get you started.
You know LP favorite thing, you gotta have 5 years in jail before you fuck with Chong.
and I want you to
And it's
stop
a
saying that in
it's a
2020.
95%
And he didn't say
conviction
that because
rate.
he wanted you with that.
Listen, I want you to.
I used to laugh because I'd be like, yo, you swear up and down that you know my dating history. You don't. Everybody
Well,
ain't been to
he wanted
jail.
you with
Well,
that.
he
Y'all
kinda
know
does.
everybody.
He kind of does. But I want you to stop saying that in 2020. I already told Vanessa what I want her to stop saying.
Yes.
So anyway, we gonna start you on homemade iced tea because that's big.
Oh yeah, you do iced tea, I do pie.
You do pie. So yeah, we gonna get you there. So, but
I'm
she
doing
wanted,
red rice. I'm sticking
She
something to his
wanted
bones
to,
with some little sausage
and that will
inside.
always work.
Period. Gullah
Period,
kids. You know how
yes.
this go. Gullah
Go
baby.
to his
Yes.
heart through his stomach.
Yes. So, but she wanted to discuss, her options
Yeah.
with her doctor, and the doctor said, well, what does your husband think? Well, he doesn't have a vagina.
Yeah, like why should he?
But I
be
think
in
that
on
is a
this
fair thing to
discussion?
ask.
I
Once
don't.
it's the husband aspect.
I don't.
He doesn't have to carry the child.
You don't have a vagina.
But when
I
you're in
want
a
all men-
relationship, it's a 50-50 sacrifice. So if you make a decision that's that rash
It does
to
affect
cut
the
off the
partner.
fact that you don't want no kids no more, and maybe he wants kids, that's not fair to him, because now it's almost like you may be forcing him to go outside of that marriage.
And
if he really wants kids that bad.
Psychologically, I agree with what you're saying, but because, and I learned this from the married women in my family and friends of my friend, because I always thought it was just a Southern thing, but I grew up on the block with Caribbeans when we moved to Flatbush. Those women told me, it don't matter what, you are going to end up doing all the work. So
That's a fact.
my best friend, her mother told me, she said, she gets her daughter ready for the first day of school. Her husband, God bless you, Mr. Cambridge, says, where's Shelly going? She said, to school. The thing I've been talking to you about all summer long.
Let me take off my little hat. I'm sorry.
Where does he think Shelly's going?
My little Christmas tree off.
She's fucking wearing a uniform. Where do you think she's going?
I'm sorry to tell you this, but
my
a lot
mom
of
has
them,
always told me that too. She's just like, when you have a child, that's your child.
It is going to be yours.
a lot of West Indians aren't that bright when it comes down to
That
certain
is-
things.
No,
Your
but
baby.
black men in the South are the same way. They don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, they're completely clueless. Don't leave them alone.
They don't know why the
This
hell's
is
a
what
school
you-
bus. This school bus all summer? No,
This-
nigga, it's fall. What the fuck? Shut up.
It's fall.
Fall now.
We in September. What the hell? Shut up.
And in the South, they just get the kids ready and put them in the back seat. He gets outside, like, why the kids in the car? Because they going to school. That's how that goes.
Go.
That makes me
Go.
think about my dad, how it used to be like,
That's a,
I would go down
you going to
south.
be late for work? Are you? Really? Oh, really?
My grandmother would give me a perm, so my hair would be all nice and flowing and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
I've been there.
I come back to New York, my father don't know what the hell a perm is. He don't know what the fuck
See?
to do. He thinking about lies and back in the day and putting it in the
In the
barbershop,
bathtub.
in the bathtub,
Yeah.
the white lie relaxes and shit. And I'm just like, well, my hair
Like,
is
you know,
straight.
you
I
can
don't know
get
what,
it at the store.
What my father do? Put it in braids. What happens to my hair? It breaks.
Yep.
Now
See?
I'm running around look like a boy at Skyway because you done fucked up. Because you
fucked
don't
up
know
again.
some hair.
That's the point.
Get you a female
That's
friend,
what
please.
happened.
Date somebody
That's
and
what
get you a
happened.
female.
That's what happened.
And every
So see-
time he got a female friend, she would be like, no, don't do that to that girl hair.
See.
And then my hair would be growing out all luscious again. And then my dad would do some dumb shit.
Break up. Yep.
And here I am with braids again.
But see,
Shit happens. But
so
yeah,
I
it's a
don't think
mindset, yeah.
anybody that doesn't have a vagina should be making decisions about the vagina.
Oh yes, yes.
I mean,
Because
what-
the work is going to be on you. And then it
Absolutely.
depends on your age as well,
that's why.
whether or not you should even be having more children. Just because he thinks it's a good idea to do it doesn't mean
Yeah,
that it
or
is.
knowing when to start. Like that's why I feel like they always say that there's certain phases to women's life. They always call it like a whole phase, rather. Sometimes.
Yep.
I mentioned that's like
Yep.
about
And
women
it breaks
in their
out
younger
every
years
so
or whatever
often.
the case
I'm
may
gonna
be.
tell y'all.
Lucky us.
You know, or whole tendencies, whole phase,
It's
whole
like
area,
it's
whole
called
time,
kill season.
whole time.
Oh, what do they call
Kill
it?
season.
Kill season.
That's what I call it, kill season.
I
Everybody
like
up for a
it.
kill.
Whole time, whole
well,
time.
Not everybody's up for a kill, but it's more of a
But yeah.
possibility.
And I feel like and even they always say the same thing about men. Men sow their royal oats. Like there's a certain period of your life where you're experiencing things, going through things in life. And see, for me, I know that I am out of my whole phase, quote unquote, whatever
Right.
it was called. So I know that now I am ready for children. So whoever I am getting with, that is a crucial part to me. Now, like
Yep.
earlier today, shout out to Peachy Susie. She was saying that
Not
you know
to
she was
punch the
ready for
people in the
kids, and
chest.
I was just like, well, you can't ask for kids tomorrow. But I also feel like if you are on a certain mindset and certain frame, not that nothing happens overnight ever
Right.
with anybody. I mean, unless it's a one night stand,
Right.
you're out there.
And then you have a kid.
know. But nothing really happens that immediate. But I'm just saying, like, if you all have a certain mind frame and you know what you want and you know what you're willing to
Yep.
accept, what's wrong with going after that or
Yep,
searching
nothing.
for somebody who's on the same page as
Nothing
you?
wrong with
I
that.
feel like sometimes when men make certain statements, they don't think about those factors. They're just like, oh, well, no, I can't do this yet, or I'm not sure. Well, why should she wait? Like you said, Sally wasn't waiting. What she said? She was
All right, well, what was Sally? But
already
wait, no.
engaged.
What was Sally's month frame?
She
Like,
was
what
not
was the month in
waiting,
between?
but I think that a lot of women, they sacrifice their time now because they're just like, oh, let me wait for him. I'm gonna sacrifice, And I
Listen,
feel like
I don't
women
think for
shouldn't
me
be
it's
doing
the
that.
sacrifice of the time.
First of
I think
all-
it's unique. Like some women feel more secured in the aspect of if they feel like they have that bond somehow, some way, it'll
Right.
signify a like permanence of some sort with the
Absolutely.
guy.
It will.
So they'll feel like I know I want a kid by the first date because I knew I wanted a kid before the first date. Before I even met your ass, I knew I wanted a kid.
And that's all
But
right.
now that we here and we
That's fine.
talking,
That's
we're a month
fine.
into talking, I don't think that I'm really going to say to you, I feel I know you so well and I'm ready to have a kid with you. I don't feel like that's what you should go about doing.
Can I just tell you
You
something?
can know you want a kid, but that doesn't mean the person that you meet is that's gonna be that with.
But I feel like with most people, honestly, when I hear the conversations of it, and I'll have conversations with them, they're telling me they want a kid is basically saying to me,
It
when
don't
they
matter
find
who.
that nigga that makes them feel like they want, like that's the nigga that's the best breeder,
Oh yes, that's what I.
they're
That's where
gonna
I
breed
am.
that dude,
But
whether
that-
he wants to or not.
But that's how it
But no,
always
but
has
see,
been.
that's what I'm saying though.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
But it seems like it'll be if he wants it or not. Because every
Yes,
time I hear the
yeah.
storyline, it's like,
Yes.
you got a baby mother. Why do you have
Yes.
a baby mother that
Every
you don't
man
like?
subconsciously
Because you put your
knows that
dick in
when
her
he
raw
enters
and
a
she
woman,
trapped that ass.
Yes. Every man knows that when he enters a woman, condom or
Thank
not,
you.
he is running that risk of children.
Thank you.
Every man knows
I agree with that.
All right.
And you're right. Sola, you were 100% right. Yes, that is true. So, dude, just like we always talk about hoes this and hoes that, you put your naked dick in the bitch. You had to know that there was a possibility.
You was gonna come
you
up
better
with something.
welcome
Ask-
that
you better-
baby.
You better welcome the baby or
Welcome the
STD.
baby.
Whatever
Every
it is.
time y'all say dick, I keep thinking about the baby so-called video, and that shit made me happy because that nigga ain't no baby.
I know, but we ain't gonna talk about
the
him
baby
right now.
ain't got no baby.
Oh, I didn't
Unless
see- I
you
didn't
call
see
that
his-
a baby
No, we
leg.
gotta
I
see
didn't-
it.
I didn't
Unless
see
you
his-
call it
I
a
got-
baby on.
When we leave, we're gonna see this video.
I'm gonna
because
send it to you.
I
'cause
like the baby, and I didn't see this video.
Baby,
I
yet.
shout
just
out to
wanna-
the baby. All right.
I just want
I
to
did
issue
not
a
see this.
disclaimer. Somebody has a baby leg.
I don't give a fuck who it is. It ain't gotta be the goddamn baby. I'ma stick in my head that it's the baby.
You can.
Oh God.
Live that
baby.
dream.
All right,
Live
I just
that
had to
dream.
say that because my
Let's
mom been
do it.
at that all day.
So,
But yes, don't you
but
think
I
that-
don't think that. I think that if you lay down with a woman, stop acting surprised.
Right.
Because if we're gonna talk shit about what women do all the time, let's address these niggas.
Yes.
Yeah, they act
Right?
like they don't know
Men
babies
be on
come
some
from
whole
sperm.
shit.
Like you're fucking shocked.
Oh, I didn't want no baby with her. Nigga,
They
you
act like
definitely
sperm
fucked her
did. They don't
and
know where
came.
babies come from. Like sperm
You
don't create
definitely
babies.
fucked her and you came in her.
Like-
what did you think was gonna happen?
What, you shot it in the air and she threw her legs in the air? Like, no, nigga, it happened
She
like
just
it
jumped on top of
always
it.
does.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
What is she, an
Not
acrobat?
catching sperm in the air.
Oh, let me get that. Oh, okay. Let me put this
Oh
over here.
God, my eyes.
What is she?
let me-
Oh
an
Jesus,
acrobat?
these lashes
All
are
right,
gonna
all
make
right,
me
all
cry
right.
my
Let me
lashes off.
squeeze this down
And
there.
then, like,
come
and
on,
then,
no.
and then there's also truth. There are. I used to be friends with this girl.
Why would you say
Her
catching
and her
in the
man.
air?
That's how niggas be acting.
Hadouken.
Like she trapped me. Like what? So you just threw the sperm in the air and she
Thank
caught
you.
it? Like no.
And then there are some women, and men don't believe this story, but it's true. I used to be friends with a girl. Her and her man, they had been together forever. They already had one baby. She was on every conceivable birth control imaginable. She got pregnant every single
See,
time.
because that shit can still fuck with your hormones.
Sometimes your body doesn't react the way that it
Because-
probably should.
Yeah.
But she just was, her hormone level was that high that every time
Yeah.
they had sex, she got pregnant on different birth control devices.
See, look at that.
Well, shout out to Marina.
And
I
that,
appreciate
and that ain't
you.
nothing but God.
That is God.
Marina
That
been
ain't-
That's
working
when
with
you
me
know
for
that
years.
baby belonged here. Them kids belonged here.
Yeah, you can't stop the kids.
You know, stop acting
Baby's
shocked,
kids.
dudes. Nobody is gonna listen to your stories anymore
Right.
about how you can't believe this bitch.
This
I
pregnant
say,
or she did this
let's
to me.
start
No,
tuning
y'all
these-
both fuck.
I
let's
do
start tuning
feel
these
though.
niggas out.
I do.
I do feel though like
That's why
men
if
do
I feel like
have
if a
an
nigga-
opinion in it.
I didn't say they don't have
They
an
do.
opinion in it.
But they do have a subconscious
However,
of what the results are. for
you
fucking
have
somebody.
a sense of responsibility when it goes down because you were in the room too, so stop acting shocked.
Yeah.
That, because imagine if the bitch was surprised that she got pregnant. Really, girl? So
Yeah,
if,
right. A
if she
female
don't get-
cannot be surprised.
I'm not gonna
but
hold
a
you.
nigga can act surprised.
No. I was
all
surprised as
fucking
shit.
day.
And the reason why I'm gonna say I was surprised as shit
That's
is
so
because
fucking
of
true.
But that's because
All
you
right.
were trying to practice safe sex,
no.
right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But even
and
though
niggas
you
trapped me.
practiced safe sex, you knew
I should have known better.
what sex could create before
I was
having
aware,
sex.
yes,
you
but-
knew that sex made babies.
But
Not that you thought that was gonna happen, but you knew that sex made babies.
no, you're right. But I'm gonna say this
Once
though.
you know that fact, that's it.
I saw it go on. So the condom on.
Yep.
I did not see it come off
And that's the point.
because he took it off. But yeah. So when it came down to that aspect, I was shocked as shit because of the reaction my body had. Because the reaction that you'll hear that will say that you're supposed to have is you gain weight, you start getting all
That's not
weird and
always.
stuff like that.
Everybody's
Exactly.
different.
I lost weight. I was losing weight at a tremendous amount at the time, actually.
Listen, a woman can have 4 months of a solid period and be pregnant as hell.
Yeah.
So,
It
you know,
varies.
I just need everybody to stop acting shocked.
So what is your advice for hoes?
Wow, that was just kind of.
Well, I like this.
Well, first off, stop
I like
hoeing.
that there was no segue.
Stop hoeing. How about that one?
I mean, if you are gonna hoe, be realistic about the hoation.
You and this Hoatian makes me feel like it's an island named Hoatia.
Gotta be realistic.
And the
about
people
your
that live there are Hoatians.
What kind of
Like, that's what she
What's
makes
wrong
me
with
feel
hoes?
like.
Well, what's your advice for hoes out there, coming from a man's perspective?
How you just walking in?
Why you gonna ask Tone? Oh God, go ahead.
Your advice to the hoes
Big
that are out
Daddy
there.
Tone.
Be honest with your hoism.
Ooh, be honest with
I
your
like
hoes.
that one.
Don't be a hoe and lie. Don't be a hoe and lie, because now what ends up happening is.
I like it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You may get another one because you press it like 3 times. You may get 3 claps. Just like-
So what happens is, in your hoism, when you lie to one of the persons you're hoeing with, you put other lives in jeopardy.
Yes.
Be honest with your hoism. So if you're a hoe and you got a main dude, a side dude, an extra dude, and a cousin, right? Or
But you always got a cousin.
or
But you
no,
always got a cousin,
let's
so
keep it
both
let's
ways.
keep it real. A friend.
My
Right.
bro.
We
Bitches
do
say
always call them
friend.
friends,
Yeah.
Certain
they're usually
races say friends. Certain races say bro.
bro.
Yeah,
Right?
I was gonna say that.
Certain
bro.
parents call them uncles.
And
Yeah,
certain
I
places,
forgot about the uncle.
Because we all had an uncle growing
Oh,
up.
I forgot about the uncle.
And they had no damn relation.
Yeah, I've been on.
Uncle Tone.
So
DJ Uncle Tone.
DJ Uncle Tone in the
So
building.
in your hoism, in that place, and I'm not telling you that just to be protective of the other person, because somebody in that circle of your hoism got feelings,
Yeah.
and you never know what would trigger
That's
what.
right.
So now, whether you care or not, you may trigger a massacre.
True.
I'm from East New York.
Hello.
Yeah.
And,
Nigga,
never lie.
and we know who we know.
Yeah.
You from Flatbush.
Well.
You know who you know.
yeah, you don't want to make
You
people
may,
react.
right, be honest in your hoisms. Give that person the option to say, you know what, this ain't for
This
me.
ain't for
Right. Let them
This ain't
allow
for me.
themselves to be able to get into it.
Also, reflecting back to prior conversation with us, you want to be honest with your hoism, because at the end of the day, if you don't know who the person you're being a hoe with is having sex with.
Hello. 'Cause
Yeah,
we
that's
the same.
So give somebody an option to protect themselves. There's
Amen.
still syphilis. There's still
Yep.
HIV and AIDS.
Yeah.
There's still chlamydia.
Yep.
There's still
Crabs,
gonorrhea.
all that shit.
There's still all of that. Herpes is number 1 on the planet.
Yes,
right
it is.
75% of New Yorkers
Mm-hmm.
have STDs or STIs. So if you're going to be
that's
hotastic,
half.
and those are the ones that are just being tested. So if you're going to be
Right, those are the ones being
hotastic, it
tested.
could get drastic.
Right.
I like that motto.
If you gonna be hotastic, it can get drastic.
Get
Oh, we have a
drastic.
No, 'cause
call.
he's right.
Absolutely
We
true.
forget that that's
have
why,
a
like, a
call.
lot of these, what they call crimes of passion.
Yeah.
Somebody
Got some.
was
And they
feeling
killed
more
somebody in
emotional,
return.
right?
Somebody
got
got some-
emotional about the situation,
Yeah.
and nobody sees it coming until it goes down.
And they
Yeah.
killed somebody in return.
Yep.
And then it's like, it's
Game
something
over's
that
on the
you.
line.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Little bro,
Me and Vanessa both said, "Oh shit."
Oh, man.
you got it? Can
We
you hear him?
we used to be married.
Game over. Oh, he hung up. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, not only to physically protect somebody, but
Yep.
to physically,
Yep.
Yeah.
as a human, protect somebody.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know?
Yeah. It's,
It's
just
true.
common
So
decency.
be
Yeah.
honest in your hotasticness.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
it could get
It's
drastic.
Boy, it could
Or it
get.
can get drastic.
It really could.
That's,
It's
that's
true.
all. That's all I say to those.
And
Absolutely.
up on the
Because, you
first
know-
48.
Oh, listen,
Honest hoes. Honesty.
hoes make the world go round.
They do.
Yes. Hoes
It's
are
all
needed.
right.
And
It's all right.
we're not even promoting like stop your hoeing. We're not.
No, and that's the thing. I didn't want this show to be downing hoes or hoes. No, because hoes do a lot. Hoes do things that wives and girlfriends are not gonna do.
Yep, praise
They
the Lord.
they
Thank you for the
sometimes
hoes.
make men who are in relationships go home
And you
to
know
the
what's
people who
crazy
they're in
about it,
relationships
Vanessa?
too. They
remember
push them
we-
sometimes.
We interviewed a guy this summer, right? And it was sad to say, this dude said every chick got a side nigga.
He did say that.
He said that. Not every dude has a side chick.
He said,
But what's the definition of the side nigga if we're gonna do that? Because sometimes the side nigga could be the nigga you confide in.
Yo. Yo.
What you want?
Game over in the building?
What you want?
Yo, hold on. We ain't even gonna do that.
Happy holidays.
GOE, before we close out,
We
talk your talk.
We need your advice on hoism or hoes. Topic is ho tonight.
Hold on. First and foremost, let me say happy holidays to everybody that's at the station. I super appreciate everybody up there.
Yes,
Happy holidays.
We appreciate you.
Secondly, I was watching Smilez Instagram and I didn't hear the topic, so I figured I said, let me call in and see what the topic is tonight. Let me see if y'all getting spicy or y'all mild with it.
This is not chicken.
We're always spicy.
Thank you.
Nah. We ain't gonna talk that we always spicy shit, man. What's the topic? What's up?
I just told you. Ho.
Right.
Not Merry
Okay,
Christmas.
listen, before we close out,
Right.
our question to you is, what's your advice for hoes out there, male and female?
What's my advice for hoes?
Yes.
Male or female hoes, what is your advice to the hoes?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I used to be the biggest hoe in America, so I really ain't got no advice for them, man. All I just tell you, as you get older, the hoeing shit gotta stop. And my advice for females, if you're gonna be a hoe, charge a little bit more than $40.
God damn.
$40 cash out.
You know what I mean? Charge a little bit more than $40, man. But you know what it is? I ain't got no advice for that. To each his own. Everybody gotta get their dollar how they get it. However they feel right getting it, they gotta get to it. That's how I look at it.
You know what I said?
No?
Game over. My thing was, be honest in your hoism. If you're a hoe, let motherfuckers know you're a hoe because you don't want to walk around.
Oh, you can't be a hoe. You can't be a hoe in a relationship and a nigga don't know you a hoe now.
Thank you.
But see, that's what I
saying.
said. Be honest in your hoism. A lot of hoes don't be honest.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If you're a hoe and you're in a relationship, that's fucked up, and you ain't let the nigga know. Vice versa, if it's a dude or a female, that's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean?
That's
but you know, it is what it is.
You know, most hoes got a piece already. They got a main piece.
Huh?
Most hoes got a main piece already.
Right.
These are facts. That's why I say be honest, and I say be honest on two levels because somebody you sleeping with as a hoe can catch feelings and want to massacre the whole block. Or you don't know who that other person's sleeping with and can catch something. So be honest in your hoism. That was my advice, game over.
Right. That's the biggest thing right there. You know what I mean? Because you don't know. One, if you don't know that person's a hoe and you sleeping with the person, then you catch something. Man. I don't know, man. I might chop a titty off or something.
Okay, not the titties, though. And on that note, thank you,
You know me, UncleTone, man. She going straight to see her makeup, man. You know what I mean? That's just that. But I mean,
that's like
let's be honest,
song.
man. If you
Okay,
I'm
always
always
69 Network Show or not that of DTF Radio. Just have to be sure.
Yo,
about
but
that.
more or less, like I said, I just was on Smilez Instagram, man. I just wanted to call and wish everybody happy holidays. Y'all doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. I super appreciate everybody, man.
Yeah.
Much love, much
See you
success
See
in
you
2020,
soon.
man.
Absolutely.
We'll see you
Happy
soon.
holidays.
Hopefully you pull up to the end of the year shows. One of the two. The end of the year Grown Man show or the end of the year Smile 69 Network show. Next Sunday is going
You already
down.
know, man. Me and Bake Man, we definitely gonna pull up. You know, Bake Man, wherever he at, I gotta be at anyway, man. I don't want no problems with that guy, man.
That's my guy. And
Hey,
shout out to
UncleTone, man, I'm gonna say something before I leave. I gotta go back on Smilez's show because she wasn't as spicy as I thought her show would be, man. She was holding back.
You still feel some
UncleTone,
You know what?
UncleTone, she's scared of the boy
All
game.
right,
huh?
since we gonna do that, let's make it spicy on the internet. How big is your dick since you talking about spiciness?
Challenge accepted.
Wait, whoa.
No, let's do it.
A challenge accepted.
I can't hear you.
Oh no, I said challenge accepted.
And I'm gonna send out the question. So since you want to talk spicy, how big are you?
We got your hot sauce when you come back
sign
out.
out now, baby. He can't answer.
Hey, yo, Uncle Tone, man. Tell them girls when I come to
don't want to say nothing.
Hey, Uncle Tone, tell them girls when I come. Uncle Tone, tell them girls when I come to the station, man. Just be spicy. No mild shit over here, man.
We got you. We got you, gang. Thank you so much for calling in.
I just want to say for the record.
Tell them save that light skin shit for light skin niggas.
Oh shit. So Solo did ask you a question though.
I did. You didn't answer and you ran, so I made it spicy and you ran. So you're a mild ass nigga. Anyway,
I missed the question. But thank you so much for calling in. We really appreciate it.
Hold on.
Yo, y'all be.
Oh no.
Hold on.
oh, he got to answer it?
Do you want to answer a question?
Hold on. Answer the question.
Yeah, exactly. Don't come.
You know
don't
what?
be calling
What
up
was the
here.
question? I didn't even know.
Oh,
what the
I asked
question
how big he was since he
Right.
want to talk the spicy shit.
Oh,
Let's
we
get
gotta
spicy.
ask him that.
Well, you know what? Since he
Let's
didn't
get
think he
picante
was
since
spicy
we
enough,
talking.
you ask him what size is he, and I'm gonna fucking sexually assault his fucking ass.
There
It
we
ain't
go.
gonna be
Now
nothing.
we
Me
know.
too.
Now
Can we
know.
log out?
Me
She's
too.
sexually assaulted.
We are gonna be back next week on the
Next
Smile
week, we'll
69
see y'all.
Next show, Smile 69 Network show.
You can't even
Shout